HinduACTion is an independent nonprofit organization dedicated to filling gaps in the American Hindu identity space that remain unaddressed or are under-addressed. For example, HinduACTion is the only American Hindu nonprofit that is active in Washington, D.C. at this time on a daily basis. Our teams are active in strategically important states like Arizona, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Florida, and Maryland, where there is major Hindu representation, but where bigger Hindu advocacy has less presence. Our vision is to see a pluralistic society through education, advocacy, and leadership. We strive to harness the strengths of Hindu ethos and civilizational experiences, and to promote an inclusive and pluralistic America that advocates and defends those values globally. The American Hindu community showcases an incredible tapestry of differences, encompassing not only cultural and linguistic variations from the Indian subcontinent, but also diverse ethnic, racial backgrounds of practicing Hindus from the Caribbean, East Asia, Indo-Pacific, and those with European ancestry. Yet, despite the presence of 2 to 3 major Hindu organizations, our reach extends to a mere 3 to 5% of the American Hindu population, leaving a staggering 95% still untapped. This lack of engagement was evidenced during the California caste legislations, where only a fraction, around 5% of the Hindus in this country comprehended the gravity of the situation at hand. Despite being the wealthiest religious minority in the United States, we find ourselves lacking in resources and preparedness to effectively address the ever-growing threats facing our community. Instead of being proactive, we often find ourselves reacting to each new fault line and the opening of fronts against Hindus months later, leaving us to battle fires that have already scorched us. Sadly, by the time we fully grasp the situation, the next attack on Hindus is already looming on the horizon. It's time for us to change this cycle and to fortify our defenses. HinduACTion has made it a priority to produce research and analyze anti-Hindu groups in America, especially those that maintain close relations to pan-Islamist organizations and violent Maoist groups. Often, these organizations have covert links to state agencies that consider India and the United States to be their geopolitical enemies. To provide just one example, how many people knew that it was a single family of Pakistani-American origin between 3 generations that was directly involved in the 1971 Bangladesh genocide, the Kashmiri separatist activism in the U.S., the Dismantle Hindutva Conference, anti-CAA protests, and the discredited caste survey presented by Equality Labs that is the basis of material for anti-Hindu caste laws throughout states, cities, and campuses across North America. Yes, all of this was achieved by Huma Dar of the University of California, her father Bashar Uddin, and her daughter Natasha. And there are many such individuals and groups operating on anti-Hindu activism full-time. We observe this trend of interventions on most issues dating back the past 15 years. Therefore, we have chosen to address issues that hold immense humanitarian significance, aiming not only to highlight their critical nature, but also to shed light on those who propagate anti-Hindu hatred. HinduACTion's Save Our Daughters of Sindh team members have worked on creating awareness and actionable outcomes to highlight the plight of the brutalized religious minorities of Pakistan for over a decade. Over the past 3 months, Anjali Swami, our dedicated chapter lead in Arizona, fearlessly addressed the city council in Tempe, shedding light on the plight of minority women in Pakistan. Reenu Gupta from Ohio followed suit, amplifying their voices. Our mission? To cultivate grassroots awareness and empower the average American to become a powerful advocate for these girls. The average American can become the voice for these girls and that will have a much bigger impact, she explained. After campaigns by groups like ours, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Rishi Sunak, sanctioned the Borchundi Sharif Seminary and its owner, Mian Mittu, a testament to the power of our campaigns. Hopefully, our voices can one day ensure that every dollar of the billions that are given as aid to Pakistan is made conditional upon the safety of its religious minorities. Our dedicated team members played a pivotal role in initiating and spearheading the groundbreaking 1971 Genocide Resolution, which commenced in November 2020. This landmark effort culminated with the introduction of the bipartisan House Resolution 1430 in Congress in October of 2022. Collaborating with over 30 national organizations, we successfully brought forth the first pro-Hindu resolution on Capitol Hill in 8 years. Now, our focus remains unwavering as we diligently work towards reintroducing this significant resolution in the 118th Congress of 2023. Together, we are committed to driving positive change and advocating for justice. HinduACTion acknowledges the immense work being done by the talented and dedicated teams from the Hindu America Foundation and Kona. We take pride in working with all major Hindu organizations across the country. And we do not hesitate to speak up for and find alliances with Armenians, Yazidis, Afghan Hazaras, and Jewish advocacy groups.